Hello guys, in today's video we are going to talk about the best 3 apps to use for trading on your mobile phone. I need to say up front, before we dive straight into the video, that there are 2 scenarios where you are using the phone. Either number 1 is when you don't have available cash to buy right in the beginning a proper gear for trading. I mean some stationary PC or at least a laptop. And the second scenario is when you are on the road and you don't have access to the proper gear for trading, and you, for example, basically have prepared some scenarios waiting for the price to reach a particular level and then to execute the trade, or maybe, for example, to check how your opened trades are currently running. So now let's dive straight into the first app, which is, of course, you guessed it, MetaTrader 5. So when we open the app, first that we can see is the list of your favorite assets available for trading. So let's see, and the first we have things like stocks, and we have currency pairs. So on the upper side you have the search bar where you can choose the asset that you want to, for example, add to the list. And let's choose something. We have Forex and major currency pairs, and you have a GBP USD. Click plus from the left side, and then you have GBP USD down below added to your list. And of course, this is a live quotation because, as you can see, the prices are changing. So from this point of menu, you can click on this on a particular asset, and you can see that you can move further. You can open a trade, see the chart, see the details, statistics, and delete this asset from your list. So if we go to the trade, we can see the window to specifically designed to open a trade. You set the amount, which is the volume of the transaction, the price that you want to open the transaction, the stop price limit, stop loss, take profit, expiration time, and so on. So you can choose the type of the transaction, as we can see, the volume of the transaction, and the level of stop loss and take profit. So next thing that you can do, if we can see from this point of view, we can go to chart. So as you can see, of course, and the chart is opening. If we go back and click again, you can see the details of the assets, and basically here you have all the most important informations like the spread, contract size, so on and so forth, the maximal minimal volume, and because those will differ from asset to asset, of course, right? So if we go next to the statistics, we have the current values of bid high, bid low, ask high, ask low, and for the open and the close, recent close price. So down the bottom you have, of course, the list of the tabs. So you have the quotes, chart, trade, history, and settings. So if we go to the chart, we have the chart. So basically, as you can see, there are a couple different ways to switch between those tabs. And here, when we have the chart, you have, of course, the chart. On the right side you have the price, and you can, as you can see, you can click on the scale, and you can manipulate the chart to adjust to your needs, your visual needs, we can say, because, for example, you can open it this way to have a different visual experience. You can make it bigger, so on and so forth. You can adjust it to your preferences. So what we can do from the point of view of this tab, on the left side we have the time frame. We can choose the time frame, so we can see we have from M1 1 minute time frame to monthly time frame. Then we have the crosshair button. So with this we can analyze the chart and the previous prices and dates. Then we have the next button, which is the button that will let us add the indicator. So we have, of course, we have this menu, we have the main window, and we have the list of all of the indicators. So let's say we want to add, I don't know, let's say Bollinger Bands. We click on the Bollinger Bands, we have the properties of the Bollinger Bands, then we have the style, which is one of the most important things. So we adjust the style for us to be better visible. So we can choose the thickness of the lines, type of the lines, color, and so on. We click done, and you can see that it is already added. Let's delete the crosshair. It is added to the chart, right? If you want to delete, again, we can go to, for example, this button, click here, sorry, not click, but swipe to the left, and the indicator is deleted. So next we have this button which let us add objects to the chart. Objects, of course, are, as you can guess, are lines, channels, Gann channels, Fibonacci tools, so on and so forth, Elliott tools, and shapes like rectangle, triangle, ellipse. So let's say we want to add, I don't know, some simple line, let's say some trend line. So what we do, we click and spread from the point of which we want to analyze the chart to the end of the chart. Let's say we want to check something like this. Okay. And in that way we can click again to make those dots invisible, and with that we have added the trend line, and we can see better this upward channel. If we want to delete it, we click and hold, and of course we have this we can say menu properties, so we can change the values, we can copy this, and of course we can delete it. So let's hit delete. And so another functionality on this tab is the accessibility to open a very convenient limit order. So if you press the button, the second from the right side, this line shows up on the chart, and basically it lets you edit the limit order very conveniently on the chart. And so you can add, of course, stop loss line, and again edit it just with your finger, and again a take profit line, which you can edit again with just your finger. If you want to open this trade to set it on the chart, then you need to just hit this arrow on the right side down below when you have this small menu. You hit that, and you can just hit place, and it will be set on your account. And if you didn't do nothing, as you can see, it disappears. So the last button, the last functionality here is this button on the right side, the first one, which lets you open a market order. So basically you can sell or buy, and you can choose the volume of the transaction, but nothing more. It just shows up, as you can see, this menu shows up on the chart and lets you quickly open a trade. You don't need to go to trade, then plus, and do all those steps. So it is a very convenient tool to open a trade. So with that said, we move on to the third tab, which is exactly the trade. So here you have the list of your balance, equity, and margin. And down below, if you have an open position, this position will be displayed over here. So if you want to open a position, you can again click this plus on the upper right side, change the volume. You can change it with those buttons, or you can set your own value. Then you set the stop loss, take profit, and expiration date, of course. So you can set today, so if it will not be opened till till midnight, then this order will expire. You can set specified date or specified day. Of course, in the upper side, you can change the buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, all the orders, and of course, you can also open with it with the price that is currently on the market. So next is history. So over here you will see the list of all of the trades that you opened, and you can also check positions, orders which you set, which are limit orders, deals. So if you have, for example, some other types of transactions on your account, and on the right side you have this clock button, and here you can customize from which date you want those transactions to be displayed, and you can also customize the symbols that you want to see. Okay, So the last tab is settings. So basically here you can, log into your account, open new account. You can see the mailbox from the platform, from your broker, and news that your broker that is currently feeding your, you can say, platform, your feed, your news feed on the application. Then you have TradeAce, which is an application, a separate application from MetaQuotes, which is basically the calendar and economic calendar. And right here you can set alarms that you can be notified before some event. So you can see event time 5 minutes before, so on and so forth, one day. And it is very convenient if you are on the road and, for example, you have opened trades, but it is a first Friday of the month and NFPs are on the way. So that's one convenient usage of this application. What we should do now, of course, check further what we have. We have chat and messages, so on and so forth. You can see that those settings are not that important. What we could check, of course, is the language. We can change type of charts and some other settings. So as you can see, we can add volumes, tick volumes, ask price, line, period separators, so on and so forth. Open, high, low, close, data window, stuff like that. Type of charts, bar chart, line chart, candlestick chart. So couple minor settings to adjust the charts to your need. So that's the first application that most likely most of you will use in trading. And I highly recommend you to use the MetaTrader 5 application. It is much more convenient and much better in usage compared to MetaTrader 4, and I will show you, for example, why. You can see the chart. Here we can adjust the chart to our preferences. We can very easily customize it. We can adjust the scale, so on and so forth. But in MetaTrader 4, give me a second. If we check the chart, you can see, guys, that we have, of course, crosshair, other stuff like that, but we can't do anything with the scale. We can't adjust the chart. We can just zoom in, zoom out, but we cannot do it with the scale. And it is much more clunky and and less convenient to use than MetaTrader 5. I have to say that MT5 is much better, big improvement compared to MT4. Okay, so the next application that we are going to talk about is TradingView, and most likely most of you have already heard and used TradingView. And I will tell you that although there is a problem with the account connection to the platform, because most likely most of you have an account in a broker that is not compatible with the TradingView, so you are using it just to analyze the charts. And also that is why I am using TradingView if I am using the phone, because it complements the MetaTrader in a few ways, which I will talk about right now. So first thing is that, of course, you can create your wish list. You have the window with the chart, and you can as well customize the chart, but even better, as you can see, you cannot do that in MetaTrader 4 to display the chart. Even better, even more adjusting to your needs, to your preferences compared to MetaTrader 5. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, of course, you can customize the interval. So you have even a 1 second, 5 second interval, minute, hours, so on and so forth, but you can also set a date range. So the difference is that if you choose the date range, if you, let's say, click 1 month, right now what you can see on the screen is 1 month, 30 days period of time. It will automatically adjust the time interval and the time period. So you can see it is daily time frame over here. So that's one feature that is pretty cool, I think. Okay, next thing that we want to talk about is, of course, the analysis of the chart itself. So we have the availability of all the tools, trend lines, Fibonacci tools, text, so on and so forth, all the things that you can even imagine to analyze, to make an analysis of the chart, to mark some levels, mark some structures, so on and so forth. But what is also very interesting, apart of course from adding indicators, is that you can add price alerts, which you can do in MetaTrader 5. So you can do it over here. You can add a specified price at which you want to be notified, or you can basically do it this way. You press on the chart, hold it, and you have this crosshair tool as you had in MetaTrader, and on the right side you can see where the price scale is. You have this small plus. You click on the plus, and again you can add, as you can see, this menu shows up, and you can again create some limit order, which you will be able to do if you have the account connected to the application. You can draw a horizontal line, or you can add an alert. And you can see the alert is added. If you want to edit it, you can double click on that, which sometimes can be difficult because it is very small, and you can edit it, right? You can go to message, what type of message it should be, at what expiration date is, trigger once, and or every time if the price moves to this level, so on and so forth. Notification, if should be it a push notification, show on desktop pop-up, send email, stuff like that. If you want to delete this, again you can see you have the cross button, the X. Click on that and it is deleted already, right? It is deleted. Now again you need to remove it. Okay, so next thing that is we could say very important and complements the MetaTrader is this. We go to the we go to this plus button, which is the next one. We have the, you can see on the left, euro dollar daily time frame, right? And we have this plus button. So that's the first thing. We go to the indicators over here, and this window shows up. No, I already spoiled it, but we can add here indicators. We can add here already strategies that shows us signals. But what is very important, if we are using patterns to analyze the charts, we can add ready patterns, ready tool that analyze for us the chart to spot particular pattern. So if we let's say head and shoulders, we want to add head and shoulders, it will basically analyze for us the chart and signal for us, that mark for us that in this place the head and shoulders has been created at this price point. But of course, as you can see, it is a paid tool. So yeah, if you want to use it, you need to pay, I think it is like $25 per month or something like that. So yeah, that's as for the trading view. Of course, you have other tabs, like you have trading ideas. So this trading view has its own community, and the community is posting their ideas, their analysis, so you can watch them over here. You have, of course, newsfeed, so you can read all the news from various sources like Benzinga, Dow Jones news wires. You have what's different, Benzinga, Dow Jones news wires, and mostly bar charts, something Reuters, so you can see various sources of news. Then you have again menu, and you can adjust your account, change settings in your account, change the layout, so on and so forth. So that's it as for the trading view. The last application that I want to talk about today is my FX book. So what is most important, how it complements the other two that I spoke of. So again, you can check the price here, you have the calendar, you can set some alerts, stuff like that. You cannot quite analyze the chart the way you can do in, for example, TradingView, because it is very limited in here. But what this app has that those previous two don't have is this, the calculator. So you go to this menu, click on the upper left side, those three lines, and click calculators over here. And this is one of the most important calculators for a trader, the position size calculator. So this is a very tool that helps you conveniently calculate all of the position size for your trading, right? So first tab that we need to fill is the currency. So basically this is the tab it means the currency which your account is denominated. I have most often accounts denominated in euros, so let's leave that. The currency pair, which is basically the currency pair that you want to trade. So let's leave the Euro USD because it is one of the most popular ones. Account size, so let's say we have $10,000, 10,000 euros in deposit. Stop loss in pips. So basically, from my analysis, let's say for this example, I calculated that the distance from the entry point to my stop loss will be, I don't know, 50 pips. Then we have the risk ratio in percentage. So I want to risk 1% for this particular trade. And the trade size, I don't know why it is here, but basically from what I checked, it means how many trades you want to open. It says lots, but it basically needs to calculate for you this trade size. So I don't know. From what I checked, it's basically how much trades you want to open. So trade size set 1, hit calculate, and down below you have the results. So Euro USD, it is here the price, the money euro, which is basically calculated, the risk ratio, which is 1% from 10,000, it's 100 euro. How much units is this? 21,000, doesn't matter. And the sizing is 1021 lots. So basically, if you open this size of transaction, the transaction of this size, if the trade will reach your stop loss, you will lose 100 euro. So basically, that's the main thing that I am using this calculator for, to calculate the lot size, because you don't have it in MetaTrader or in TradingView. And that's basically it, guys, for what I'm using my FX book, because with time all those applications are updated, and all the features that are necessary are added with the time to them. So that will be it, guys, in terms of the applications that you could use for trading on your phone. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one, hope you learned something, and yeah, maybe it helped you with the decision, maybe which app you should use yourself for trading. So till next time, take care and goodbye.